We're going to talk about diets.
Fucking diets.
Alongside. Oh. Well, he introed.
She can intro mine.
Okay, sorry.
Why? You just, that was
Why you
perfect.
interrupted? Who the fuck is this guy? Who the fuck is this guy?
Who the fuck is that guy? Who the fuck is that?
That was outright mean.
What's up, guys? Registered dietitian here, Kara Corey.
And I'm Marc Lobliner, CEO of MTS Nutrition. What's going on? Want to talk about diets?
Yes.
They fail miserably. What is it? 90% of people don't. 90% of diets fail.
Yep, a diet has a start and an end to it.
That's the problem. And people always look at this exclusionary diets. I always tell people, keto, let's say there was a study that came out, said keto is 900 times more effective than any other diet. Here's the reason it might not work. Because carbs are fucking delicious. And if you can't see yourself going for the next 20 years without carbohydrate, you're gonna inevitably fail. So even if that diet is bro approved or your trainer says it's the best, the thing you have to ask yourself is, can I, for the rest of my life, adhere to this diet? I know that sounds very infinite, very dire, very long term.
Well, people don't think long term. People think about what's going to work for me right now to lose the weight I need to lose before X, Y, and Z, before I go to this wedding, before I go to the beach. And that's all people care about. We think very short term with our goals.
Now you're a registered dietitian, so that's like an 8-hour workshop, right?
I completed a mastermind program online once.
Okay, that's good. That's the guy had a Lambo. I swear it was great. So a mastermind. I thought you would have corrected
6 years of college with continuing education.
So, as a registered dietitian, when you're sitting down with a patient in a clinical setting, do you think, let's say it's a diabetic, let's actually build a case. You have a diabetic in front of you, which is a huge pandemic, epidemic, whatever you want to call it in America and in the world.
Yeah, very common.
And they're pre-drug, they're just on the glycophage pills, and they're not in the insulin level yet, and you're sitting down with them. Do you think, how do I get them to lose 10 pounds in the next 20 weeks? Or do you think to yourself, how can I give them a lifestyle they can adhere to so they save their limbs and their life?
Yeah, how can I assist this person with where they're at currently? So if their current diet is eating fast food every day, if it's eating total crap, I'm not just gonna tell them, you know what, you need to be on the keto diet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take them from a place of where they're at right now and make minor modifications to help enable them to have optimal glucose control, because we gotta think about that if they're diabetic.
Of course.
Which is gonna assist in weight loss. If you're constantly having high blood sugar, if you bring them back to an optimal level, they're gonna better be able to control their weight. And think about how they can do it long term, for the rest of their life. Now that's not a sexy approach. No one wants that approach because number one, it requires you to be honest about your own shit, okay? You have to sit down, you have to look at your lifestyle and say, what am I doing right now? What am I willing to do? What's realistic for me to change? And people don't want to do that. People come to me frequently as a dietitian, they say, you're a dietitian, tell me what I need to do. Just give me the optimal diet. Please write me the perfect meal plan. And I hate meal plans, number one. I mean, they can be done. It's something I was taught as an RD. I know how to write meal plans for diabetics, whoever you may be. But as an individual, you need to learn how to make choices on your own. You need to learn how to make healthier choices. You need to learn how to make better choices, even if it is you going to Burger King every day still. Like, yeah, I'm not a supporter of that, but if that's literally gonna be your lifestyle, okay, let's find a way to go to Burger King every day and choose something other than a cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you're right.
Anyhow, let's choose something else. Let's find a way to make it work better with your reality, with your health, and make it work long term. And that's really hard for people to do because if you sign up for a 12-week program with myself, your goal is to lose 30 or 50 pounds or whatever it may be. I'm not going to be able to help you do that in 12 weeks because that's not realistic, number one. And if I was realistically going to assist you in doing that, I would have to put you on such a severe caloric restriction.
It would be almost a protein-sparing modified fast.
Yeah,
to get to that level.
It would be against everything I stand for, and I'm not willing to do that. So I usually try to be really upfront with people. Like, what are you looking to achieve? Why do you feel like you need to lose 20 pounds in 5 days?
Yeah.
what's really going on up here? Because odds are something's going on up here if you think, and this gets into a whole other topic of the mental aspect, that people think losing weight brings them happiness, which it does not. But that's the mental aspect of it. What's really going on in your mind that you think some special magic number is going to bring you happiness and make your life better.
Now, 99% of the people who watch my channel are not going to compete, period. The end. They're just not. Competing is a very small section of society.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't gear a lot of things towards competitions, although I've done stuff because I have competed and I coach people who compete. So there was, I believe it was in the 1990s, there was two guys, didn't even lift, and they went and they interviewed women. They said, hey, what body part do you want to fix up? And they're like, my thighs. Mm-hmm. So disproportionately, most women said they want better thighs. Mm-hmm. And then, how long do you want to do that? And disproportionately, they said 12 weeks. They took all the data they found. They came out with a book called 12 Weeks to Trim Her Thighs, I believe it was called. It was a bestseller. People want quick and they want direct, and they'll do whatever it takes.
Absolutely.
So here's the thing. You're not competing. So you don't need to hit a date.
No.
You don't need in 12 weeks to be your best body ever.
Right.
Like these transformations. They drive me fucking nuts.
Same.
My question is, what happens, let's say if the contest ends October 31st, on November 1st, you gain all that shit back. And here's the thing about holiday weight gain or any kind of weight gain, when you diet and you gain it back, you usually end up fatter than you were before you did the first diet.
The yo-yo cycle is going to change your hormones. You are going to change the way your body actually responds to each and every weight loss period. So the more you put yourself through this up and down, weight loss, weight gain, it's gonna get harder every time.
Yeah.
And that's such a good point, because all these challenges and programs that are out there that offer you, like you said, the best body in 12 weeks. Well, how restrictive is it gonna have to be for you to get that best body in 12 weeks? And what happens the day after that 12-week program ends?
Yeah.
Most people go back to, I can't wait to have pizza again. I can't wait to go back to not having to work out that much. That is such an ass backwards mindset, because you're not changing your life. Why put yourself through hell for 12 weeks? Why do that? Why not just really think about what some changes could be to slowly work away, slowly kind of peel away some of those layers of fat, and over time have the best body you want, have a healthier body, have a healthier mindset, and have a good relationship with food, because most people's relationship with food becomes completely distorted through those quick weight loss periods.
You know who had a really distorted relationship with food? Kai Green. Anyway.
I don't get it.
The grapefruit joke.
Oh,
come on, someone will get that here. I'm gonna get so much hate for that. I'm sorry. I like Kai so much. He would laugh at that. Here's the thing. It's about lifestyle modifications, I think, is the point. The take home is, do you want to be lean for a week, or do you want to be lean for the rest of your life?
Right.
And being lean doesn't mean sub 8% body fat. I think a healthy range is 12. I like 12 to 15 for males. I think that's perfect, and I think it's sustainable. I really do, for most males, if not all males, to be at that level.
I feel like I'm lean right now as a female. I feel lean, but I'm not like stage lean, and it's funny because people keep asking me like, oh, are you competing again? It could just be because I've competed in the past, but people look at me and they're like, oh, she's lost a little weight, she must be competing. I'm like, no, I'm in a place where I've figured out how to live a healthy lifestyle and kind of have that balance of a healthy lean, just living a normal life.
So the thing is, the take home, what is the best diet? Because I think they came in here, they want an answer, like, well, what are they going to say? And
it's keto, right?
the answer for me is it depends. It depends on what your likes are, what your aspirations are, what your goals are. Yeah. Are you geared towards athletic events? Are you competing? Are you not competing? Are you lifestyle? Are you looking at overall health? Do you play sports? What is your overall metabolic needs? Do you need more carbohydrate because you're in an extremely active job? Do you need whatever? So the answer is, it's not black and white. There's no one program for everybody. Like, for example, you see these keto guys like, oh, well, there's ultra marathoners who get diabetes because they're taking these food gels. And I understand some people overdo it even in the elite sports.
That is such an ignorant statement, though. But
I've heard it. Gary Taubes says it. Gary Taubes is he's actually a really smart guy. I just think he comes to conclusions that are a bit far-fetched. Yeah. He's the one who thinks that calories don't matter.
Oh, okay.
It's a keto thing. It's a whole subculture.
Okay.
But basically, if you have an athlete, and I've competed athletically and I've become fat adapted, if I'm doing like, I had lower carbs and then I started boxing camp, it was bad. Like I needed to have carbohydrate for that short-term energy boost, right?
Yeah.
I needed the glucose in my system. However, if you're working at a desk and all you do is weight training doesn't burn many carbohydrate. It really doesn't. You're looking at 50 grams for even a hardcore weight training supersetting workout.
Yeah.
So you really don't need much. So it depends on who you are, what you do, and what your goals and aspirations are. Right. And of course your body. And again, like we could look at science to sign that some people just can eat whatever and look freaking amazing.
Right.
Some people can be completely healthy or whatever. Some people, they don't have that.
Right. So for me, it's not a set diet. It doesn't matter what your blood type is. I hate to break it to you.
Oh God.
It's good to know your blood type, but it doesn't matter what it is in terms of your eating.
What are you?
I'm O positive as well.
Really? We're universal.
So is the cameraman. But there is no one cookie cutter approach. There's no one set diet. And I just want to put my dietitian plug in as well, that there's no need to exclude food groups. There's no need to, it's not no dairy, it's not no carbs, no glutens, no shugs. There's no need for that. It's individualized. Everyone does have different tolerances, intolerances, allergies. Maybe you have digestive issues, absorption, lack of enzymes somewhere. Everyone is so specific and different. There's no one approach. It truly is about finding what works best for you, which again brings it back to you have to take it a freaking awareness of your body. You have to be aware of what you're putting into your body, how you feel, how you perform, what your body's looking like if that's important to you, what your blood levels are like, what your labs are like if you're considering your health indicators there. There's so many different things. There is no one set diet. I'm sure most registered dietitians would agree with me. There's not one set diet. Some will say it's the diet that you can sustain. However, I hate the word diet too, you know. I don't even like the word diet. Like it's just your life. It's part of life, you know. You have to eat and we have to nourish our bodies and fuel our bodies well. So I think it's just switching over to that mindset. And unfortunately for a lot of people, until you address some of the crap that's going on up here, you're never going to be able to find your path with what works best for you to lose weight and become healthier, because it to me it really does start in the mental aspect of it.
Everything's mental. It's all mindset. But so the answer is, it's individual. It's not black and white.
Outright. Outright awesome. Well, I'll see you in the next video.
Yeah, that was a great closer.
Peace.
But on another note, you look at
too soon.
No, never too soon. But again, that's
it's another subject.
No, I don't really care. I'm married. It doesn't bother me.
You're married to me, right?
Yeah. But just for the record, we're not actually married. I know a lot of people are going to say in this video.
In the comments, you're going to be like, the sexual tension.
There's so much sexual tension.
My husband is behind the camera.
Well, that's what's sexual.
Yeah, he's got a boner.
I don't know which one of us he has a boner for. That's the weird part.
This is not getting monetized.
No.
We're not here for the money.
I'm here for the money. What the hell?
I'm
Jewish. I'm the Jew here. The thing is, just to get to that, because she brought it up, the outright bar kind of falls in that premise. It's not low carb. It's not low fat, and it's not super duper high protein. It has everything in a proper, nice balance that can fit into most diets. So again,
it's true. That was a nice little plug.
It was.
Put in there.
It was. So again, just be cognizant. Generally speaking, if someone has the super duper diet, they're trying to sell you some shit. Me, I'm honest. I'm trying to sell you some freaking outright bars. It's all about honesty. All right, guys, thanks for watching. And if you're not subscribed to Kara's channel, it is
Kara Corey Fit Life.
And if you can't spell that, then you probably can't really figure out how to type either. So
right.
Anyway, we'll link it down below, guys. Thanks for watching. That's Not a Game.
Bye.